welcome to my channel. I'm Bumblebee. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on one of my hand embroidered sword pieces. I did get a request in the comments, can you do a tutorial? So this is a first for me. I do have some footage from when I actually made that piece. It is sold now. I'm going to do a voiceover and give you some tips and tricks so you guys can try the project for yourselves. All right, stay tuned. Sword was actually a hairpin that I think I bought on Amazon. So when I started making the design, I put the sword down on a piece of paper and drew the vines wrapping around it. I did get a 7-inch frame for this project, and my design was just a little bit too long for the frame. So whatever frame you are going to use to display, measure that and make sure your design fits and the sword fits well in that frame. You can also display your pieces in an embroidery hoop and just display it that way instead of using a frame. So I used an 8-inch embroidery hoop for this. I traced my design onto the fabric using a light board, but you can also just use the light from a window. I traced it on, and I did a very simple design for this one. I just did a whipped back stitch for the stems. That's what I like to do for my vines. And I think I used 3 or 4 strands of the embroidery floss. And the number of strands you want to use for your project is entirely up to you. The more strands, the thicker it's going to look. If I do get any interest in this video and someone wants me to make a tutorial on the basic stitches of hand embroidery, I can do that. But like I said, this is a whipped back stitch, and I just stitched around my whole design. I didn't attach the sword right away because I knew some of the element of the design was going to be covered up by the tip of the sword. So I started at the bottom, but when you're hand embroidering, you can really start and stop anywhere. Attach the sword at the hilt just with 1 or 2 stitches to secure it. The flowers, I used an extremely simple stitch. I did 3 lazy daisy stitches to make the white flowers. A lazy daisy stitch is very simple. You put your needle right next to it, making a little loop, and before you pull it closed all the way tight, you bring your needle up into the loop and pin it down, making this little simple petal. When everything is finished, you can either get a frame for your piece, an oval embroidery frame, or you can leave it in the hoop and finish it in the hoop. And that is going to mean you add a back to it with felt. That is how I finish my hoop designs to hang on the wall. That is all. So please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more coming and a lot of ideas for my channel. And hopefully I will be making my own embroidery kits to really help spread the joy of embroidery.